Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Yo.
Watch twist. Ready.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Mueller. And this one complete to Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Mueller. Open man is Michael Thomas. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Throwing on first down. Mueller. Complete. Smith has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
38-yard line.
Ready.
Mike 54. Record.
From the gun, Mueller. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
60 Pittsburgh. 6-6, pull it high.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Mueller. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
We're set. 19.
Mike 47. I got you. I got you.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets it to Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Looking to throw. Moeller. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 10 yards. Good for his Saints. First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 10 logo. Ready?
On first and 10, Mueller. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 22.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, Mueller. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Check. Watch what he's doing.
Hey.
Ready? He's coming. We got double up. Check.
Go. 5.
On 3rd down, Mueller. It's Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 34. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Howard. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
You must be dreaming. Line him, go.
That's the pass.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Set. 19.
3, Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Hey, 59.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Out.
Now a first down throw, Watson. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Keep playing.
It's second and inches at the 50-yard line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On the toss play, Howard fighting him off. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watson on third down. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Check, 47. You better be hard. You better be afraid of me. 47.
On first and 10, Watson. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Saints, 47-yard line.
19.
7's the mic. Hey, here we go.
Line him up.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw, Watson. Being chased out left. Man open, Rice. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Don't let him breathe.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Cut. Mike, 53. 53. You.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to go down. sack him back right around the 30. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Deontay Burnett in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Running with Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
You ain't going nowhere.
On second down, it's Green. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I got you, boy.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
What's up? 19.
53, Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll run on first down. Green. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53 is Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 53 is Mike. 53. Check 53.
From the 50, it's Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, it's all right. Mike's 56. Mike's trying to go.
Maybe a free play for Watson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. 57.
Watson now to throw. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now, I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
47's the Mike, boy. 47.
Go. Here we go, G. Time to go. All day. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. And it is incomplete. A surprise. Move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Set up. 15 line. 15 line. X3. 218. Chop.
Throwing on first down. Muller. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 40-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Push him back. Push him back.
2nd and 2. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mueller. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Look at me, zipper.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 53. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Here's Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
You're set. Like 88. 53, Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Win the rep. Let's go right here. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch switch. Hey, 59.
On first down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Hey, let's get this. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing again is Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw is Watson. And this one complete to Burnett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Pushes him over. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On 2nd down now. It's Howard down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
It's our time. It's our time. 47 Mike. 47 Mike.
Mike, 47. And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Come on. You better bring it.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards there, a big one.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.